Hello and welcome to Prudent News. Now a look at the headlines. Angry mob at Mandrem Kapkar Wada thrash a youth, taking him as Ranjit Tuenkar. Crowd turns away police on 3 occasions. Youth handed over to Mapusa police, hospitalized. Money transactions at Goa casinos under scanner. Financial intelligence unit scanning almost 1,500 cases of transaction allegedly funding terrorism. Suspects money laundering. Centre decides to ask Supreme Court to relax its order banning all mining in Goa. Government under pressure to energize economy ahead of 2014 poll, Delhi news agencies report. Government likely to launch monthly assistance for truck, barge and machine owners by 18th March. RBI officials say banks can restructure loans if they intend to. Teacher threatened Vasco minor rape victim to hide the incident. Accused were luring other children with chocolates. Victim girl's father, upset with police and Parrikar, speaks out in Prudent's counterpoint. And Dempo Cricket Club clinch Yes Bank GPL T20 title. Dempo beat Sarvodaya Royals in one-sided finals. Sarvodaya's Saurabh Dubey, man of the series, while Dempo captain Sagun Kamath, man of the finals. Now the news in detail. People of Prudent who were already upset with rising number of thefts nabbed a youth suspiciously roaming in Hermal area and tied him to an electric pole. The youth was later taken as Ranjit Tuenkar as people seized blunt iron from him. Angry mob of around 400 people thrashed the youth and turned back police on 3 occasions. Finally, Mapusa police took the custody of the youth and took him to the Prudent police station. The youth was not Ranjit Tuenkar.
The case of mistaken identity would have led to a loss of life for a youth from Prudent on Sunday. People at Mandrem Kapkar Wada nabbed the youth, tied him to an electric pole and thrashed him mercilessly, taking him as absconding Ranjit Tuenkar. People of Prudent who were already flabbergasted with increasing robberies and thefts were conducting vigil and search operation in their areas for the past 4 days. On Sunday afternoon, people at Mandrem found a bearded youth with lanky features roaming in a suspicious manner in the area. They grabbed him, found a blunt iron object which is locally known as parkoito. Notorious and absconding criminal Ranjit Tuenkar is also found roaming with the same object. People also seized around 10,000 cash and few car keys from him. This was enough for the agitated mob. Taking him as Tuenkar, they tied him to an electric pole and thrashed him. This incident occurred at around 1:30 in the afternoon. Police reached the spot at around 4 o'clock. People were in no mood to accept this courtesy of police and turned them away. People turned away police on 3 occasions as only 2 or 3 constables reached to attend their call. Finally, Mapusa police accompanied Prudent police and took the custody of the youth at around 5:30 in the evening. Later, the youth revealed his identity and told police that he was a resident of Prudent at Sarbanwada. Vinod Mehta for Prudent.
The Financial Intelligence Unit is examining suspicious transactions at casinos in Goa and Sikkim. In the last year, the country's intelligence and law enforcement agencies have detected 1,444 suspicious cases of financial transactions allegedly used to exclusively fund terrorist activities. The cases have been forwarded to the Financial Intelligence Unit, which has been tasked to probe money laundering and terrorist financing.
The threat of terror financing is getting scarier and bigger by the day. The FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit, is examining suspicious transactions in business such as casinos in Sikkim and Goa. The agency received 12,000 655 suspicious reports last year from various casinos in the two states, which are now being analyzed to probe the nature of the money. Casino Sector Assessment Committee has made several recommendations to the government for strengthening the anti-money laundering regulatory frame for this sector. FIU report says a Casino Sector Assessment Committee was constituted under the director, which carried out a comprehensive review of the casino sector and has made several recommendations to the government for strengthening the anti-money laundering regulatory frame for this sector. Memorandums of understanding have been signed with 19 countries including Mauritius, the Philippines, Australia, Canada, USA and Japan to share related information for further exchange of information to counter online gaming, money laundering and terrorist financing. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Under pressure to energize the economy ahead of the 2014 election, the Manmohan Singh government is reaching across political divides to rescue mining projects in opposition-ruled states of Goa, Odisha and Karnataka. The news agencies from New Delhi report that the centre has decided to ask the Supreme Court to relax its order banning all mining in Goa.
Economic Survey report for the year 2012-13 states that after recovery to a growth of 9.2% in 2009-10 and 2010-11, growth of value added in industrial sector comprising manufacturing, mining, electricity and construction sectors slowed to 3.5% in 2011-12 to 3.1% in the current year. The growth of mining sector in 2012-13 is estimated at 0.4%, though it showed an improvement over negative growth of 0.63% recorded in 2011-12. With third quarter growth sinking to 4.5% and the economic survey pointing to a mining and quarrying slowdown as the reason for poor industrial growth, the centre has decided to ask the Supreme Court to relax its order banning all mining in Goa. Sources say Centre for Legitimate Mining bid to restart legitimate mining seeks to partially undo the Supreme Court order and is intended to reverse a worrying 10% decline in mining output in 2012-13 and boost the waning investor confidence. In the Goa case, the centre will argue that it holds no brief for illegal mining, but relief be granted to legitimate mining leases. Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar has pointed to a human tragedy unfolding in the state with thousands of low-wage earners losing their jobs. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Government is planning on providing financial assistance to the mining dependents before the budget session by 18th March. Truck owners are expected to get 8,000 rupees a month, whereas barge owners and machine owners will have a bit higher amount. RBI officials say that if the local banks intend, the loans availed by the mining dependent people can be restructured multiple times. Decision lies with the banks.
Government is gearing up to provide financial assistance to mining-dependent people before commencement of budget session scheduled on 18 March. During winter session, Parrikar-led government had passed a supplementary demand of 40 crore rupees towards the financial assistance for the mining dependents. Sources say mining package would be given for truck, barge and machine owners. Package would be effective from October 2012. Truck owners to get 8,000 rupees per month. Machine and barge owners are expected to get a higher amount. Package would be utilized to pay restructured loan. If package amount is more than interest, balance would be added to the principal amount and package amount to be credited to the bank loan account. The total figure of loan amount of mining dependent people from all banks has touched 1,300 crore. Various banks have restructured loan up to 70% after the mining ban in the state. Mining dependents are given 1 year relaxation to pay the principal amount. Government's package would help the mining dependent people to repay the loan. However, banks have not restructured loans of mining dependent people who had failed to pay loan even when the mining operations were on in the state. Banks have restructured loan only for current year. If mining does not begin within a year, then the question of further loan restructuring will arise. We question the Reserve Bank of India's Regional Director J.B. Boria on the issue.
ठीक है, तो एक बार स्ट्रक्चर किया हुआ लोन फिर से रिस्ट्रक्चर कर सकते हैं?
वो 6 बार रिस्ट्रक्चर कर सकते हैं. That is for the banks to take a view. It's a commercial decision of the bankers.
RBI has nothing to do with it.
Naturally, that has been explained to them. ठीक है.
RBI डायरेक्ट नहीं कर सकती, डायरेक्शन नहीं दे सकती बैंक को.
This is their common, उनको डायरेक्शन देने के लिए उनका बोर्ड है ना.
Senior reporter Laukik Shilkar for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.